Hello there, my name is Paulina and I study English every day with outcomes advanced. Welcome aboard. So today is our fourth lesson and we continue working with the book and the Unit 1 cities. Before the lesson, I'd like to apologize for being all the time in the same hoodie. That's all because it's actually pretty cold in here in the place I am because we have the central heating system and it's over already, although we do not have warm enough weather to feel comfortable without a hoodie inside the buildings, inside the flats. So you see, I have to be like this, and this is my favorite one. So here I am, okay? So before we start and dive deep into all the new vocabulary items and conversation practice and everything, let's revise all the vocabulary that we have been studying recently. Okay, at our previous three lessons. Okay, and to do it, we'll work with word wall exercise, which is, by the way, I find quite useful, and this practice I stole, I can say, yeah, from my colleague who actually inspired me on having a channel on YouTube. But anyway, so let's go. Everything is quite easy. We have to match the words and their definitions. Okay, and as usual, you can pause the recording. You can stop the video and do it yourself. Now I'm going to do it like aloud. Okay, let's go in any order. Okay, let it be random. Why not? So vibrant, it's not if nightlife's wild. Not cared for and it derelict. Okay, if it's spotless, it means that there's no trace of litter, I think, right? Well, spotless, yeah, no graffiti, no rubbish, for sure. When you're forced to pay for something forbidden you've done. Okay, it's get fined heavily. Not only for dropping litter, of course, as we had in the book, but for anything, absolutely. Dropping the chewing gum is also, I think, prohibited. Magnets and shooters, it deals with dangerous, a word dangerous. Let's find it. Like, maybe not now. Yeah, really dangerous area with a very high crime rate. Muggings and shootings. Okay, a slum. If there are lots of condemned buildings, yeah, which have to be... no, there are lots of buildings that should be condemned. Blah, 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 blah. Where are they? Not here. I can't see them. Okay, buzz about the city. New places springing up here and there. Yeah, when people like showing off, it's affluent. A place where a lot should be built, condemned and rebuilt. Sorry, it should be D there. Yeah, condemned and rebuilt for sure. It's a slum. A rolling in money, affluent. Okay, as well as when people like showing up. Okay, it's a conspicuous consumption. Emphasize and reinforce ideas to make your ideas stronger and solve problems. The houses. Stress and make the ideas strong. Okay, well run when everything works smoothly. Yeah, run down. If it doesn't, vice versa. Yeah. The car, no, transport system is non-existent. Choke on the fumes if you can't breathe, yeah, because of the smoke. Sprawling. If it spreads for miles and miles, yeah. Polluted, it's when there is a permanent cloud of smoke hangover, sorry, hangs over the city. Tackle problems to solve problems, and congested, the houses are crumbling. Okay, let's submit. Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, it's again. I confused. Okay, I confused. Short answers. Yeah. Run down, it means the houses are crumbling. There are lots of derelict buildings. Yeah, I confused them. Well, this is my fault. I have to revise this pair. So I'll put them down to practice them more. Yeah, today. Run down and congested. I don't know why I chosen congested as the houses are crumbling. But anyway, it's okay sometimes, right? Well, you have to move on actually. And yesterday we finished listening to two conversations about the places, so I think there is no need in repeating again, yeah, everything that was here. We started talking about emphasizing and exaggerating tools in English, which are, let me remind them to you, sorry. Repetition, when we just repeat the words, like you can see here, really, really, loads and loads, blah, blah, blah. Intensifying adverbs, and there is a special list, as I've told you already, yeah, with this adverbs, like unbearably, incredibly, and so on. Extreme words that already include the meaning of very, like packed, which is in fact very full, very crowded, yeah. Spotless, which is very clean, yeah. Crawl, which is very slow, yeah, and so on. And expressions with like, when we compare one thing to another using this like thing, it's like hitting this thick wall of heat, which makes your description of what you are describing, sorry for tautology, vivid, I think, more vivid. Well, so list 4 other intensifying adverbs. Well, and to do this, I wanted us yesterday, and I do today, to find these intensifying adverbs. Yeah, in the script. Like incredibly again, yeah. Absolutely, or something like this. Let's see. Okay, absolutely packed. This would be number 1. Let me change the color so that you can see better. Absolutely, yeah. What else? Unbelievable, no, supposed, especially incredibly, but we have it in the example. Okay. As for my examples, then let it be deeply, yeah, or strongly, or totally, yeah. I think there was another one here, but I can't find it right now, unfortunately. Well, next thing. List 6 other extreme adjectives or verbs. First of all, let's find the ones we saw here, again in the script. Totally. Here we go. Yeah, totally insane, yeah. So can we say that insane is an extreme word? Insane is very mad, no, very crazy. I'm not sure, yeah. I'd rather choose, for example, amazing, yeah, very good, amazing. What else? Packed, yeah. also a lot of people. What else? Crawling, yeah, very slow, going very, very slowly. Very conservative already, very. Okay, so the words like terribly, yeah, or terrible, just very bad, yeah, or terrifying, why not terrifying, yeah. Anything else like wonderful, charming, exciting, and so on and so on. There are loads of them, loads and loads of them, yeah, yeah. Decide in what situations people might say the following like expressions. Okay, okay. So it was like being at a rock concert. Let me see. Okay. I think if a random person comes into a classroom with first grade students there for the first time and stays there for like 5 minutes without a teacher, without their class teacher, this person could possibly say after that it was like being at a rock concert, yeah. Next one, it was like living in a war zone. Okay, maybe it's a preconsumption, I don't know, but if you come to visit your relatives, for example, who tend to be quarrelsome, yeah, and they quarrel all the time, that's why they're quarrelsome, yeah, and after leaving them, you tell your friends how it was, and you say it was like living in a war zone, yeah. It's like Buckingham Palace. Wow, if you see some if you are in an affluent area, yeah, and you see an unusual, a totally maybe even weird building which shows off for its owners itself, if you see what I mean. Let's proceed to the next one. I don't like it. Like Buckingham Palace. Like, okay, a very, very posh house, yeah. Which is not supposed to be posh in such a, for example, rundown area. Yeah, yeah. It's like it was like the Arctic in there. Well, a very vivid, yeah, and real life example. So when you come to a big supermarket and you need to buy some, I don't know, milk, you go to the fridges and you can easily get all there, yeah, and quite quickly. And after it was like the Arctic in there. Of course, it's always like the Arctic in there. And the last one, it's like talking to a brick wall. Well, I think it happens from time to time when people in a couple, they want to, you know, they want to be the one who is right, yeah, and not want to listen to each other's opinions or anything, ideas, yeah. And it's also like talking to a brick wall, either from women's side or from men's side. It doesn't matter, I think, yeah. Okay, and with your partner, which is you, I guess, or nobody, rewrite the sentences to make them more interesting. So we have 4 tools to use. Yeah, they are here. Repetition, intensifying adverbs, string words, and expressions with like. Okay, it's a big city. It's an absolutely enormous city. Is it? as interesting as it could be, I don't think so. Maybe let's make it even more interesting. Okay, it's a big city. It's incredibly gigantic, sprawling, metropole. Okay, I don't know this one. I'm sorry. City. Okay. Next one. They're doing a lot of building work. Okay. So they are like ants in an ant hill, and new buildings are springing up everywhere. Yeah, they are doing loads and loads of building work. Yeah, repetition. Yeah, great. The city is a bit run down. Okay. The city is a slum. The city is a total slum. There are a lot of derelict buildings, buildings that are crumbling, and some of them are totally condemned and need to be rebuilt. Need to be condemned and rebuilt. Okay. It's not very expensive there. It's like winning a lottery. To go there is like winning a lottery. It's not expensive at all. It's cheap, for example. Yeah. Okay. Some parts of the city are quite dangerous. It's like living in a war zone. Because muggings and shootings take place every day there. And it's quite interesting. This is the thing that my students, I don't know, not just like, they are stuck to it, to this phrase. Everything's quite interesting. The book, the life, the music, the friends, the family life, everything is quite interesting. Okay. It's quite interesting. It's incredibly catching, and I can't get enough of it. It's like reading a page turner. For example. Okay, we are done with this emphasizing and exaggerating thing. If you want to to extend your knowledge in terms of adding some more intensified adverbs to the list of ones you know, just find them on the internet. It'll be easy, okay? But we have to move on and proceed to the next section, which is developing conversations, okay? So reinforcing and exemplifying a point. Remember that reinforcing means to make your point stronger. My back is aching, believe me. And exemplifying a point, it means that you give typical examples. Sorry, for the points you've made before. So when we emphasize or exaggerate, the listener may question us using really, yeah, and so on. And we often respond by giving an example. And let's notice that the adverbs we often use to reinforce the truth of what we are saying. Okay. For example, the nightlife is totally insane. Really? Honestly? Blah, 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 blah. Absolutely, Pat. Yeah, seriously. You literally couldn't move, okay? It's like just to make your conversation, again, more vivid and colorful. Yeah, and emotionally colored. Yeah, emotionally colored. Especially, I think it's also stands for showing respect to your opponent, yeah, when that you are listening. Okay, so I think it's absolutely important. So let's match the sentences to the examples. Numbers to letters. Okay, okay. The place is like a war zone. There is so much crime and hundreds of places have been condemned. Okay. Let's choose another color. The place is absolutely spotless. There isn't a trace of litter or chewing gum on the pavements, which is a way new phrase to like description of what spotless is. Yeah, no chewing gum on the pavements. What to learn even this small piece? I think it all adds to your vocabulary. Zapas. I'm sorry. Stock. Okay, your vocabulary stock. Well, it was a spotless, means chewing gum, the same color, okay? The way people drive is insane. They race along the main roads at about 100 miles an hour. Okay. 100 miles an hour. Actually, I didn't know this. That at hour, because in Russian it's like v, which v chas, which means in hour, but here at hour. Great, nice to know it. Next, we were staying in a really posh area. There's a no. It was like Beverly Hills. I felt a bit conspicuous walking around there. Okay. Your problem. I'm joking. And the last one, there's a real buzz about the place. There's a huge music scene. There are loads of venues springing up. And venues are places, yeah, springing up like mushrooms. Okay, great. Now, use the sentences and examples in exercise 9 to have conversations again. Again, I'm going to speak to myself. Great, why not? Add words like honestly, seriously, literally, where appropriate. Okay, where it is okay to add. Yeah. For example, the place was like a war zone. Really? Honestly, there's so much crime and literally hundreds of places have been condemned. You see, large part, yeah, a great role plays. Oh, never mind. It's already, you know what the time in Samara it is. It's 11:30 p.m. So can you imagine the level of tiredness I feel right now? Okay, I'm just I had to say it to you. Well, so the place was okay. The place was like war zone. Really? Yeah, there was so much crime and hundreds of places have been condemned. No way. Okay. I remembered another way. No way. Honestly, the way people drove was insane. Yeah. Yeah, they raced along the main roads at about 100 miles an hour. Wow. Okay. So we have to stop here and begin from the first. Like to start it all again, yeah? Because otherwise we're out of logic, right? Not this one. This one. The place was absolutely spotless. Really? Yeah, honestly, there wasn't a trace of litter or chewing gum on the pavement. Wow. Yeah, and we were staying in a really, really posh area. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. Literally, it was like Beverly Hills. I felt a bit conspicuous walking around there. No way. That's why there's a real buzz about the place. Seriously? Honestly, there's a huge music scene. There are loads of venues springing up. Okay. Nice try, I think. Nice try. So, yeah, you see, all these things are important in terms of your speaking skills. This is what you need when you speak to other people, right? Not just being like, or I got you, or something, but being attentive, yeah, being a part of conversation, a real part, not just a mannequin or just like person. Okay. I'm not sure whether no way is exemplifying a point. If we reinforce a point that I can't believe my ears and I can't believe what my opponent is saying to me, in this case, yeah, it can be considered reinforcing a point. Yeah, my point is that I can't believe what he's saying. Yeah, okay, so let's leave it here. Yay. Okay, and this one, I think, as far as we have to write the names and make notes, is going to be my and your I'm sorry, my and your home task. So what we do, write the names of 2 cities you have been to. For me, it will be Shanghai and Paris, I think. Make notes about aspects of the cities and think of at least one thing that happened to you in each city. Okay. Use as much language from this lesson as you can. And this is the main point in this task. As far as this is a writing task, before we go and practice it orally, before it becomes your speaking skill, you have to write, you have to put an effort. I'm talking to myself, I guess. Paulina, you have to put an effort and write everything you want to speak fluently of on the paper, okay? Otherwise, it again will got stuck in somewhere in your passive vocabulary stock, okay? And then we work in pairs and have conversations about your chosen cities. Have you been to? Keep the conversation going by asking questions. Okay, so what I want from us then, we have to write a dialogue for this task using as much language from this lesson as we can. Okay, both people, both speakers should choose 2 cities with 2 stories with as much language from this lesson as possible. And that's it. Yeah, and some exaggerating things like repetitions and intensifying adverbs and everything. Emphasizing things like really, yeah. Reinforcing, exemplifying a point, using these things honestly, seriously, and so on. Okay. And let's make a really huge dialogue. Why not? Yeah. And to revise all vocabulary and to be sure that you did your best, you're welcome again to read this. There are the links to Notion and Note in the description of the channel as well as in the description of this video. So you can find all the links below the video, okay? And I guess that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for improving your English. I think you have to say thank you to yourself and be grateful for what you are doing for yourself. Thank you, Belina. Have a nice day. Take care. Goodbye.